There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. Open man is Jerron Jennings. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerron Jennings, 51 yards. And the 49ers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hop 70, hop 70. Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Hop, hop.
They go play action now. Taylor. That's caught left side. Ruckert with it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 70 yards. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead.
49ers 7.
Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10. at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 36 yards. And the 49ers are able to move back in front. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 10.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now it's Taylor. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Taylor. This pass out wide to Hall. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Panther Street, Panther Street. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
To throw again is Taylor. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, 54 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from capturing the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go play action here. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the 49er first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
To second and 10.
Back to throw again. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it will bring up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the Jets' 23-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Get set. Catch it. Watch out.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal.
Get set.
McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Taylor to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates. Go, Reed. Go. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Buffalo 18. Cowboy 80.
Play action, now Taylor. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now Taylor. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
It's second down.
Hurt. Go.
Now it's Taylor. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
1 yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Purdy on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
18, fight. Ready. 18 Cardinal.
They go play action with Taylor. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Hey, smash Broncos!
Again, it's Taylor. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been two after they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Check contact, check contact.
Here's Taylor. And it's complete to Mitchell.
Taylor's pass.
Well, the faithful in full war here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down.
And this
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Taylor. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Warrior 70.
Taylor. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Ready,
It's a gain of
break.
17 yards.
19 Tiger,
First
19
down,
Tiger.
Jets.
Here we go, set, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Go, set, Cougar 19.
Now Taylor. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
19 Tiger. Ready,
Throwing now is Taylor. He gets this one to Mechie. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
It's fourth down.
Cut 19.
Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Taylor. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 8 yards.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Here comes second down. Now it's Taylor. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Taylor's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Get set, get set. On 18, watch out.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.